Hello, this is Rainbow Rising Freedom. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a reading for Pisces for the portal of 8/8, the Lionsgate portal. And I already feel that there's a lot of projected energy, projected hate, projected anger, that you are doing something, pursuing something on your own, that you did not accept someone's help, that you actually dare to begin with the full by yourself on your own terms, that you are not afraid to make your own rules and make your own mistakes. So I feel like there is someone, some energy that was hoping for you to return, or was hoping for you to lean back on someone's wisdom and experience, but they underestimated your faith, your confidence, and your ability to tap into your own wisdom, right? Your own guidance. So there's someone who wanted to guide you and this way keep you under control, or keep their tabs on you. Just make sure you don't grow too much. So there was someone who wanted to lure you in by making you feel like you need them, like you can't make it on your own, or they wanted to make you feel insecure about your ability to do something on your own. So they offered to help you, and they were sure that you would take it, because most people take it. Maybe they offered you money or to pay off your debts, right? And there you go, launching your rocket, starting a project by yourself with nothing, okay? Not taking their help, not counting on their advice, and most of all, not taking their money, okay? And someone's really angry in here. I even right away feel just like blockage in my throat, like someone might want to try to close off your truth, the center of your truth. And this projected anger might come out of you. So you might feel angry. So every morning, every time you wake up, you need to clean your energy, to release that, to flush it out of your system. I hear also sweating would be really good for you, because when you're launching that rocket, when you're starting that thing by yourself, there's a lot of pressure for you to not do it. Some energy would be like, it might feel like something's going against you, but you're highly encouraged to have the courage here. Angels are telling you, have courage. We have coraje y decisión, if I say it correctly in Spanish. So have the courage that you made the right decision, because you have. And actually, this powerful resistance that tried to control you, but you wouldn't let it, is only showing you that you made the right choice, that you are rising on your own terms. I hear the return of the queen. So you might be the queen, maybe you were in your other lifetimes, and this lifetime you're not necessarily looking for attention that being on the pedestal is giving, even though your higher self is calling you to step up and be successful. With the 6 of Wands here, you definitely are called to take the position of power, some kind of power, and to step up, to begin with the white horse in here that's taking that leap here. You're moving forward with, like, your wings are growing. And I feel, because you're an ancient soul, you're not really rushing. You're not... Yeah, I feel like there's deep wisdom within you, and you know that once you show people how powerful you are, You will be expected to engage with them and to be there for them, and this is your calling, and you are going to do that. But it's like you realize that there's a potential to be misinterpreted. Not everybody will understand you. Not everybody will right away get what you're saying. So you will have to like dumb it down. But that's like part of like being there for people who are waking up. Some people will have really a closed, blocked chakras, and you will be helping with unlocking these. So I feel like there's like this, you know, the process. I think like you've been this like high priestess many times in many, like I hear 7 lifetimes. And you're like, you know, the process of transition. You've been through that. I feel like you want to be a quiet queen. You want to be a quiet queen, Pisces. With 7 of Swords and the Queen, I feel like the Queen of Cups here. You just want to like be there for people and help them, but you don't necessarily want to expose yourself too much. You want to be a queen in hiding. You want to be like Robin Hood. You want to hide. You don't want people to know your face. You want to be helping, but you don't want all the attention that comes with like being known. There's a gift of water here, maybe the gift of your emotions that absolutely need to be balanced. They can be really dangerous when they are not. I also see you're an eternal being. We've got number 21 and the World here. And I feel like you're... I hear... You're absolutely necessary for the collective to proceed. Proceed with the awakening. Proceed with this splitting of the earth. Proceed. You're absolutely necessary, and you're protected by the angels. You can always ask them for help, or if you don't understand what's going on with you, you can ask them. You are definitely advised to ask, because you're such a powerful, rooted in your wisdom of being. You're a high priestess. You're not used to asking for help, but I feel like some of you have just like recently achieved the impossible for a human being. You've done something, you've achieved something, you maneuvered out of something in an incredible way. You might not even realize how miraculous that was, what you achieved, and you're like really looked up to. People look up to you, and you don't even realize that. I feel like you really shook the earth. I feel like you're really shocking the collective with your power moves, like the bold changes that you make despite your human DNA. It's like there's a distinction in your DNA between like human DNA and maybe like an ET-DNA or something. And it's like shocking how you embrace that energy of the goddess and proceed in an unpredictable way. But you also need to slow down sometimes, because as much as you can tap into the energy of the goddess, you are in the human body. So you need to give it a break sometimes. You need to nourish it. You need to let it rest. Okay, you need to do joyful things also. Dance would be really beneficial. I feel like someone is waiting for you to unbreak their heart. Yeah. Yes. Oh, okay. Wow. So it's getting exciting, Pisces, because after I hear tumultuous heartbreaks, you're actually, yes, there's something really pure with that white flower here and white butterfly. Maybe you recently saw a white butterfly. Something's an amazing love connection is coming into your life, and it has something to do with the Trinity or number 3, or maybe 3. You select someone out of 3, but this person is across the water and they will be really treating you fairly. This person is balanced. They live their truth. They have very pure throat chakra. They live their truth. They follow their dreams. They walk in faith. And it's like, there you come, and you are the crown. For that person, you are the crown. It's unquestionable. And that person will be really proud to have you in their life. And they will just cover you in flowers. They will worship you and love you. And I think you would accept it humbly. So this is something really new coming in. And that person might connect with you or see you for the first time on social media. I hear Barracuda. And again, Justice and the Empress. Wow, yes. I hear Return to Me. It's like you already connected energetically, but your bodies haven't met. Because it's like you're both constantly in motion. It's like energetically you're already in a relationship on a higher level. You might be both mermaids, or like one person's a merman, the other is a mermaid. And you just have this harmonious flow already. On some level, you have already merged. But it's like there's some sort of a detour when it comes to your bodies meeting. But there comes the Tower, Pisces. It's like Spirit is brushing off all that, I hear, unnecessary clutter that's been getting in the way of you meeting. Okay, it's like you're healing your heart with stardust. Yeah, I feel like there was some burden in your heart that you were called to clean before you two meet. So this connection is protected by the Spirit, is untouchable. The timeline is waiting for you for whenever you are ready. I feel like there was a snake that was trying to bite and make you ghost that idea, that timeline, that potential. But there you go. Spirit says, no, this is your love reward. Like, it's been granted by heavens with the Judgment card here and the Ace of Wands. Like, this manifestation is coming in. It's been a prolonged prayer on both of your sides. And there we go. We have the Lovers. So it's like the ocean will part for you guys to find each other. So there's the rainbow. It's a place where there's a rainbow. There's a double rainbow. And I feel like the oceans will part. The heavens will lead you together to each other. Just in time. Carnelian. Someone might be wearing a carnelian, or might be suddenly attracted to carnelian because of I feel carnelian relates to the power of sacral chakra, like the power of the womb, like literally like the goddess essence. Wow. And because you are so very much in your power, you've healed so much, this person is attracted to carnelian because this is your goddess essence speaking through it, like showing that person the way. And again, we have the Judgment and 6 of Wands. So this is a very successful relationship. It's the beginning of everything. I hear this is the beginning of everything. What is that? A new home. This is like you receive. It almost feels like it's a compensation for all the heartbreak you ever went through, for all the hardship, and suddenly you get something so pure that you might initially want to turn your back away from it because you might feel like you're unworthy, but you're not. You definitely will be flooded with love. And again, something about the color of water. I hear in your dream state, you're already mine. It's like the bodies need to catch up, but in the spirit, it has already manifested. It's a massive breakthrough for the whole collective, for people to, for such powerful people. Yeah, I feel like you're both very powerful manifestors, and once your energies merge, you will very much increase your manifestations power. So 1 + 1 will not be 2, it will be like 3 or 4, because you're both really balanced and you've been working on being pure. I feel like you're both committed to self-growth. We have Death card and Pisces, the Hanged Man, your card, Pisces. Wow, you are really, I feel, you receive the transformation. There's so much of the divine purity in here. Color white, maybe a white butterfly came over to send you a message. There is, in this full moon, I feel like Spirit is opening the heavens for you to see, to look into another dimension of possibilities. And you really, it's like it might be hard to say goodbye to something that you know very well, but you're encouraged to leave it behind because you are shifting to another level with this Leo card and the Strength card. I feel like your energy is literally like pushing you out of your current circumstances. Even if you try to hold on to the sink, you would fly away because your energy, your frequency is rising so much. You're literally flying away from where you are at the moment. You could have had a lot of emotional purge, very powerful purge, because your power is trying to come into you. Okay, so this full moon is really very stirring our emotions, our waters. So we have to be careful not to be around people who we feel like they contaminate our waters. No judgment there, okay? There's no one to blame. It's just about being more and more self-aware, okay? But something might surprise us here. Yeah. Something that seemed closed will open now with 4 of Pentacles, the Tower. We have the Tower and Ace of Wands. I feel like you're breaking through. It's a breakthrough. You're breaking through an energy barrier. Maybe you had a glass glass breaking around you, all different signs of maybe objects like falling around you. It's just like whenever you move energy so powerfully that you might not be keeping up with knowing how to control it. You might need someone's advice, like how to manage your own energy. Here, Carissa. The roof is on fire. Maybe you're somewhere where there's fires. The energy of fire is actually very purifying. You might want to write things down, whatever you want to end. This is the time of karmic endings, 10-10. Write down whatever you consider ended. This and that, and this and that, date and name, and you can burn it because you're really ready to begin again, having a saying, okay, like we don't want you to think about the past anymore. All your focus is really needed on your future because it's going to be so well received. Wow, Pisces, your future is going to be well received. It's like your talents are going to help other people to get close together. You might discover this ability to bring people together, either with your passion, with your enthusiasm, with the generosity, or with the ability to see talent in people and connect the right people with one another. We have 5 of Pentacles and Mars of Golden Earth. I feel like the poverty mindset is ending here, and you're really just committing to your gifts, trusting that everything will flow. You might want to work with crystals or energy healing. And we have 5 of Wands. So we have 5 of Pentacles and 5 of Wands with the Devil. I feel like this is a shift out of the karmic cycle, the cycle that's been allowing you to... It's like you are on a lead, on a leash, and you are only allowed by the spirit to leave that far, and then you were pulled back again into that cycle, into the same situation. Each time you were different, and that was like designed by the spirit, excuse me for saying that, for you to grow. But it wasn't very comfortable. It felt like no matter where you go, how far you go, you always return, and you always have to face the same situation. But the truth is that you were actually never facing exactly the same situation because you were different. So each time you were kind of called to decide, are you ready to finally end this? Are you ready to set yourself free? There's a lot of like emphasis on getting out of the victim mentality. Maybe you didn't even know you had this tendency to feel sorry for yourself and maybe be a bit emotionally immature, and now Spirit's saying you're fully ready to take responsibility for yourself and honestly say goodbye to the past, to the point that you no longer grieve over it. We have Red King and number 17. Yes, you are healing this. Pisces, you are healing. We have Alchemy of the Star and Red King with number 17. I feel like you are really bravely closing karma for each and every timeline. This is a lot of work, and each time you were returning and facing something from another lifetime. So your human self was like, how come am I such a failure and I'm still in the same place? But you were never in the same place. You just had to close all these cycles, close them off. You were actually, your higher self strategically planned all these moves, Pisces. That's genius. Spirit is genius, Pisces, and so are you. And you are actually performing that pendulum move along maybe past 12 years, I hear. Not because you're a failure, not because you are hitting your head against the wall, making the same mistake, not at all. You are actually maturing, closing off another cycle, another timeline, another karmic cycle, and now you are ready to say goodbye, to take the cluster of all these karmic cycles and close them off and let them go for good, because you are creating that other higher timeline. And this, yes, we have the chariot with welcoming angel. I love that card. Angels are welcoming you to your new home. I hear your soul is calling you home. This is very profound healing of your soul. Your soul that experienced a lot of persecution. There's a lot of punishment energy that you had to heal from other lifetimes, for being a high priestess, for being a healer, sometimes for not being able to heal everybody. There's a lot of self-forgiveness that was also worked through. And we have 9 of Wands. I feel like you needed to be secluded. You needed to move, take yourself out of the distraction, away from the motion, away from external demand. And you really needed to hermit. You really needed to speak with yourself, with your truth. And now you are completing it. There's number 9. This is a number of miracles. Yeah, we've got the hermit. It's just because the history of humanity was so violent, and there's a lot of like physical situations and hurt, and you are healing all that within yourself. Plus you are currently called to heal others, to step up. Some of you, if you resonate with that message. If you don't, it's fine. But I feel for some of us, Spirit is really calling to heal, to help others sparkle, to help them get out of the 10 of Swords energy. Some people are so down and out and low and depressed, they don't know how to help themselves. And this is where you need to step up. So if you don't feel fully ready, fully qualified, you are needed. What you have now is really needed. Plus you have the ancient knowledge, you have the ability that you might even not realize that you have. You can tap into the collective consciousness and just have the knowing of the answer. So that sacred knowledge is within you. We have 8 of Cups. You definitely are, wow, I feel like you've got the very powerful spiritual backup. You never walk alone. The turmoil you're coming out of, and Spirit is actually extracting you out of, has given you a lot of wisdom. It was not just pain in vain. And I'm sure you found a gem, a treasure in it. You found something very precious recently that will be of benefit in the future. Absolutely. We've got swords here, but we've got 1 and 3. We've got number 13, magic number of transformation. You are also getting better and better at transmuting other people's energies, and I feel like repelling also if you must. You can't be taken down no more. We've got 1, 3, 3. Ace of Swords, 3 of Swords, and 3 of Pentacles. If you're a singer or if you practice speaking, you need to moisturize your throat, I hear. I think there's methods to do that. Like there's something else than just drinking beverages. But I hear moisturize your throat. So there's a message here that someone might be, there's like a generous gift that's coming to you, something that maybe has been waiting for you for like 5 years for some. Wow. Okay, so I have number 13 and number 38. You might be 38. There's a tree, the tree of life, and Kabbalah. You might be getting, wow. Spirit is opening the door of knowledge for you and inviting you to study Kabbalah. There's the tree of life that is the foundation of Kabbalah. And we have High Priestess here. So you might really discover treasure in there. You're called to dive into it. This is like Jewish spirituality, Jewish wisdom of life. Wow. It's like there's a butterfly here with 7 of Cups, and I hear translated. It's like you might be modernizing Kabbalah, modernizing spirituality. You might be creating, yeah, we have the Fool. Wow, it's like you will create your own spiritual modality based on all your experiences, all the knowledge that you gather, and all the difficulties also you went through. So this is the gem, the crystal that you find, that clarity that actually in the biggest turmoil and pain, it suddenly became clear to you that that's actually your purpose, that this is clear now, that you are in that SHIT for a reason, and that's your clarity, that's your gem, that's your answer right there. Like your answer constitutes all these questions that you were asking before. And that's your crown. Wow. So your crown, your golden award, I hear, is that discovery that you are to study every single modality, try it on yourself, dive deep into it, go talk to these people, go accept their beliefs without judgment, leave your beliefs behind and allow this to sink into you. Then do this with another modality and another, and extract the best, in your opinion, the best, and combine it and weave something that will really accelerate the growth of humanity. You will create that modality that will lift people up, that will heal them. We have the Justice and the Young Dragon. You will help people balance, and you will also bring justice in the world. You will be, your abundance and your inheritance is not of this world. It's not just material things. It will be just an extra, a result of material abundance will appear as a result of you tapping into your spiritual inheritance. That's what I mean. Your spiritual inheritance is out of this world. You had to heal and heal and heal over and over again, all these layers, because all these traumas were actually gateways. They were blocking. Unhealed traumas were blocking, but once healed, they were the gateways into your power. So by healing, you were actually slowly stepping through each and every gateway into your own power, into yourself. And there's some sort of a union, a covenant with number 3. There's pale pink. You might like pink. You might resonate with the unconditional, innocent love of baby pink. It's like your royal fire, even though you're Pisces. You might have a lot of fire in your chart. There's royal fire here, and the sun. I feel like you can be both. I feel mutable, and it's like you can, there's something, could be something about your chart that you can be both water and fire. You can change. You have a dial, Pisces. You can change. You can dial whatever frequency you want, whatever you want. Once you get to know yourself better, you'll be able to tune into people, into desires, into like see through mind games, obviously. But you'll be able to just like adjust your dial depending on like what you will want to achieve, what your task will be. You can dial. You have this dial. And I feel you might be called to work for women, with women, and help women unite. Help women feel their power, tap into their power, build something completely different based on women supporting one another and not competing against each other. We have the Magician, so you're the alchemist. It's like every circumstances, you're accepting the challenge. There's number 1 here. You can alchemize everything into happiness, and that's what you're doing. It does help other people blossom. It helps them just by watching you do that. It helps them tap into their gifts. You are like this walking wonder, or you walk in wonder. You're a guide, absolutely. There's a gate that's opening for you to guide others, to teach. You might be called to progress into a role of a teacher. I feel like you have this ability to transmute energies. Put these energies down into the Mother Earth so that she transmutes it. And I feel like you might soon be made a beautiful offer that will be based on your talent, your passion. It can be noticed by someone. I feel like Spirit is not giving up on you. You are following your North Node. There was like a promise. I heard a promise for you to have a good life. And this promise, despite the detour, The promise is being kept by the spirit. But you have to be careful with the Joker, I feel, but you don't have to really be careful. It's just like being aware, but you're so wise and different right now that people can just play you like they used to, right? Bitterness into sweetness, lemons into lemonade. And the search for home is over. So your soul is definitely showing you maybe in your dream where your home is, what your home is. Because even if you're called to travel, there's a blue feather here. Something about the color blue is really significant. And there's a transformation in your love life. Absolutely. That will make everything look different. It will just feel like you carry your home with you, and the change will feel stable. Yeah. And again, the number 3 is significant, and bare feet. Maybe you're in a tropical place or something. Jerusalem. Maybe someone's from Jerusalem and you're meeting someone from this area. That land might be calling you to just tap into it. I think there's a lot of gifts in there. Maybe it has something to do with the Kabbalah that you're called to discover. Maybe that's one of your lifetimes, or your ancestors are calling you to get to know that tradition, to explore it without judgment. That tradition is calling you to be explored without judgment by someone with fresh eyes, There's something significant about you not actually believing it, but exploring it, learning it, studying it, and grounding it into what you already know. Later on, that will probably be a process, but the freshness of your perspective is a benefit here. Maybe it's been stagnant for too long. Maybe it's becoming forgotten. Maybe, it needs to be open to the public, and it hasn't. It's been secret knowledge, and you're that potential person that will show it to people who wouldn't normally dare to go that far and explore it. I think you're really easy to connect to, and there's something about you being down to earth that makes people want to listen to you, as opposed to listening to very professional guides, professors even. It's about the language you speak, maybe the mistakes you make even. Yeah. Someone's saying like show must go on, so we are ready to make some adjustments so that you can, with your powerful personality and freshness, you can present that old modality to the public. And someone is hoping that you will be the one who will introduce it to more people, and that will be very successful. It's like ancient knowledge wants to be known, wants to be discovered, and it's calling young people to come to it. Spirit's calling general public to go deeper, to wake up, not to just sit and wait for the solution to be served, for the answer to be served. It's like the joy of diving in the mystery, exploring, not knowing. That's joy. It's like God is trying to play hide and seek with you, Pisces. Introducing you to the joy of not knowing, to the joy of discovering, to the joy of looking for an answer. There's something about asking to receive the answer before you fall asleep. So you might want to ask specific question before you fall asleep, and then pay attention to what answers you receive in your dream state. It's a form of communication. Don't right away expect an answer, but just dream it, and then when you wake up in that freshness, after you wake up, just try to remember how you feel, what messages get conveyed, because it's easy to forget them, right? This is a big announcement that your joy is coming. It's about to arrive, and you can't miss it. You're not going to miss it. It's being announced right now. Thank you, Pisces, and take care. Until next time.